there's no such thing as a broken system. The system is set up precisely to deliver the results it's delivering and to be advantageous to certain people over others. That inexorably means that any intervention to shift that system needs to happen from the people at the receiving end of power, which is us. It is, at the surface, incredibly unfair. It's a brutal realization that you who have been oppressed need to not just lead yourself and your community, but also lead other factions, including the oppressor, out of the swamp of oppression, of homophobia or transphobia, which is the system that needs to move. And it's through this kind of engagement, it's through the last thing that any of these other factions expect is for you to come up to them. And for you to approach them in that particular way, rather than to engage with them through social media or through some sort of interlocutor where you're actively denying the confrontation to happen. So conflict and confrontation are completely different. It's easy to go to war. It's the easiest thing to go to war. It's one of the hardest things to sit in the same room and confront one another. And it's much more difficult for you to be denied in your humanity and in your capacity and in your opportunity and in your promise once you are in the room. And that's how we've been able to diagnose and identify allies in the most unlikely places. We're talking about rural communities, refugee communities, people in the religious establishment, people inside government who were never approached. And they certainly will never approach you because there's no impetus for them to do so. The system already advantages them. So that's how we've been able to sort of identify by going in and really leveraging our curiosity.